Welcome to our Senior Composition Podcast. My name is Stephen Degnan. Joining me on this podcast will also be Miles Bacchus and Nick Heckner. The subject of this podcast is going to be what is the best place to eat in Omaha, Nebraska. To start off, we started by interviewing some of the faculty at Creighton Prep. One notable interview we had was with Mr. Wellwood, who went over some of his favorite places to eat in Omaha, Nebraska. While many of these places were chain restaurants, some of them were exclusive to Omaha, such as Pitch.
All right, Mr. Wellwood, what do you say is the best places to eat in the metro area, for either lunch or dinner?
If it's a quick lunch, I'm thinking like Five Guys or Pepper Jacks.
Okay.
Wellwood family favorites are Chipotle and Cane's.
I agree.
And if it's like a date night with my wife, we love to go to Pitch. We love Cassio's downtown. Or
Thank you.
Pickles.
Have a good day, Mr.
I would say
Wellwood.
those are kind of our top restaurants.
What do you think about Chick-fil-A, though?
Chick-fil-A is great. Every time the kids mention they want to go to Cane's, I suggest Chick-fil-A, but I usually lose that battle.
Oh, okay. What's another good date night place to go to other than Pitch? Or is Pitch the big one that you guys usually go to?
We do love Pitch. We like Carrabba's. We like Charleston's. We've been to Anthony's Steakhouse a couple times as well.
Have you ever been to Fleming's?
Never been to Fleming's.
I recommend it. It's a very, very good. Very good.
I've heard.
What do you think about Five Guys fries?
Bonefish.
Bonefish?
Bonefish is a good one for a date night too. Yeah, I mentioned Five Guys.
But what do you think about their fries? Who has the best fries? Who would you say? Five Guys or Pepper Jacks or Chick-fil-A or Raising Cane's? Out of all those four,
I would have to say Pepper Jacks, and then Five Guys, and the other two.
Okay. I agree with that. All right, thank you for letting me interview you.
Hey, you got it.
After Miles completed this interview with Mr. Wellwood, we thought it'd be a good idea to interview a student. Miles got in contact with one of his friends and proceeded to interview him on where his favorite place to eat in Omaha was.
All right, so I have Paul Owens, freshman at Creighton Prep. So Paul, what is your favorite restaurant in Omaha, Nebraska?
My favorite restaurant in Omaha is Block 16 downtown because they have really good burgers and the feel inside is kind of like a rustic modern feel with like open ceilings to like metal bars, but then it still has that like homey feel.
Okay, all right, thank you.
After conducting this interview, we realized that the answers were kind of all over the place. We then realized that to add some structure, we would split this podcast into 3 sections, one covering breakfast, the other 2 lunch and dinner. We started off by interviewing people on where their favorite place to eat breakfast were. Many people answered with many household names such as Village Inn, but other names that came up quite often were Omaha staples such as Amato's and Leavenworth Cafe. We then proceeded to interview some people around the Creighton Prep area on where their favorite place to grab a bite for lunch was. One name kept popping up over and over again.
Okay, without a doubt, it would have to be Stella's. Great hamburgers.
Alright, so Stella's would have to be my favorite. Like, their cheeseburgers are amazing, the fries are great, it's all around a great place to go for food.
I've heard Stella's is the way to go.
So I've heard Stella's is by far, hands down, the best hamburger, not only in the metro area, in the Midwest area.
All right, favorite place to eat lunch? Probably got to be Stella's. Got great burgers, great sweet potato fries. Can't really go wrong.
So after going around prep and asking people what their favorite places are to eat, me, Nick, and Steve, well, Steve isn't here sadly, me and Nick asked each other what our favorite restaurants are. So Nick, what is one of your favorite restaurants to go to eat?
Yeah, I like
I like Five Guys. I also like Dinkers. They both have great burgers, great food. So those are two of my favorites.
Where is Dinkers actually? Is it in Bellevue, or is it out west?
It's I think it's more towards South Omaha.
Oh, okay. Would you have it better than Five Guys?
Yes.
You have Dinkers?
Yeah. It's a local place. But yeah, I like it a lot.
What's your favorite place to go eat dinner? Like I guess you could say a fancy dinner, like graduation and you get to go.
That's a tough one. There's Charleston's.
I agree.
It's good.
I agree.
So that's one of them.
Have you ever been to Fleming's?
No, I have not, but I've heard good things about that.
It's a really, really good restaurant. I highly recommend going to Fleming's. It's a great atmosphere, great service, great food. It's a lot of money though, so save up if you want to go. What's your favorite place to go get breakfast though? This is the big one. This is a big question.
I would have to say Leavenworth Cafe. I just really like the food there. It's fairly cheap too.
I have to agree. I would say my favorite breakfast place to go to is McDonald's, because I love their coffee, but I mean, it's only $1. It's great coffee, so I mean, can't go wrong. Favorite lunch place? It's a toss up between Five Guys and Raising Cane's and then Chick-fil-A, because those are great three great branches, three great fast food companies. And my favorite dinner spot for like a fancy dinner, like birthday or like graduation, or like did something great, it would probably have to be Fleming's, because that place is just marvelous. I love the atmosphere. It's great food for, I mean, how pricey it is. It's worth it, I would say. If you want a really, really good place to go eat with great atmosphere and great food, that's the best place to go to. What's your favorite, where do you usually go get ice cream?
I usually just go to Dairy Queen or Culver's. Those are two favorites of mine. Ted & Wally's downtown, that's also a good place to go get ice cream.
I usually go to Zesto's because it's down the street from my house.
Oh yeah, that place is good too.
Yeah, maybe go to Sonic sometimes, because Sonic's pretty good.
Sonic has good ice cream.
Yeah, Sonic's a really good place to go to. Well, that's me and Nick's interview and us talking about our favorite restaurants. Thank you for listening.